Greetings and salutations, friends, and welcome to Ratten Reich, or more correctly, a very early demo version of Ratten Reich. I did a video on this on the main channel a while ago because that's a very cool concept, isn't it? And in return, I've been given access to this very early alpha version of the game. I'll add in all the relevant little links down in the description below, including the link to their Ratten Reich board game on Kickstarter. The developers behind this are certainly not on the lazy side, at least that's for certain. You can immediately see also why this game is kind of appealing to me. World War I/2 with a decidedly rodent-esque aesthetic. Quite interesting. But let us have a look here at the gameplay. Again, as mentioned, it is very early, and it is apparently very early.
Attention. In this area, communication with the 14th and 27th was interrupted yesterday. Your task is to conduct reconnaissance in force and find a missing unit, as well as to find out the reason for the communication breakdown. Be vigilant that although this is captured territory, FMR forces linger among the ruins. Move out.
Understood. 511th won't let you down. What should we do if Maz are found?
Shoot them. What a stupid question, 511th. Over.
The voice acting is, rudimentary at the moment, shall we say. But hey, at least it's there. The story of the game, as you can quite clearly see, is that World War I/2 happened, but this time with rats. Duh. And mice, incidentally. And reptiles and stuff as well. The graphics are actually pretty damn impressive, honestly. Like, the environmentals are very nice. They've got designs for various vehicles as well, but with a little bit of a more, diesel steampunky style almost to them. Like this weird-ass engine here outside on the truck. Then you've got the soldiers themselves. Again, graphically, this is not bad. The texture quality is not particularly awful. The weapon design is quite nice as well, particularly in a real-time strategy game. The game's by far biggest problem is that it's all based on the Men of War style engine, which has a great deal of shortcomings, and how they end up dealing with those shortcomings is going to make or break the game, probably. So we have the ambushed convoy up ahead here.
The 14th was attacked. Most of the unit is dead, but a few fighters are missing.
Move on, 511th. We'll try to give you additional forces. Backup may be late, but keep searching. Reckon regarding the 14th received, but the 27th has important intelligence we cannot lose. Try to find them before nightfall. Up the hill behind the mountain is a small village in the swamps. The 14th and 27th were assigned the task of destroying the ammunition depot there. Perhaps that is where you will stumble upon them.
We'll pick the gun off the ground there. No inventory system at the moment beyond what you can see down here. So this guy's got 2 hand grenades, 2 gas grenades, and his gas mask, which you can order him to put on to counter gas. And he's also got 2 health packs. No manual control system yet either, which is a big deal in the Men of War series, which I kind of would like to see make an arrival in this game as well. We are about to run into some action up ahead here with a Free Mouse Republic patrol. And there they are. You can just about see the outlines of the cover system there too. The cover system right now is, well, it's not really functional, honestly, at all, in that you can kind of order your guys to get into cover, but whether or not they actually will is more of a matter of good old-fashioned luck than planning, really. So, normally, you can see the outline here, so I can order him to go over there, and he'll get into cover, and he'll lean down behind it, and they'll reload their weapons as and when is required as well, as you can see he's doing right now, to top up his gun. They'll also lean in and out of cover to try and, right now he's hunkering down. If there were enemies, he'd stand up and fire at them, etc. One of the big issues is if I select everybody, and I hover over here, you can see I've only got silhouettes for 3 characters. That means that only 3 of them will actually be able to get into cover, whereas the other 3 will just stand about looking retarded and get shot in the face, which is a bit of a problem. There also is no, pause mode at the moment, which is tragic, particularly considering the amount of micro you're going to have to deal with. The squads are made up of individuals, of course, so I can click just this guy here, and you'll see it'll be moved over to the side, or I can click this guy here, and they'll be moved over to the side. Also see a little bit of a breakdown of his equipment there, and he's got a bolt-action rifle with a bayonet. The bayonet is not just for show, there is melee in the game as well, which is quite nice. We'll begin moving up here to the next point. Well, I can't see them yet, but I'm pretty sure there's some more mice up here.
Rats are coming!
And we'll get them into cover. Again, however, only 4 of them can actually get into cover. Alright, is there any more cover for me? There's 2 pieces of cover over there, so we'll get into it. 2 more pieces of cover over there. I think the demo actually failed to spawn the enemies here, because I've played this demo a couple times before, and I'm pretty sure they were supposed to be bad guys over here, but oh well. Again, a very early demo, obviously, so some bugs are to be expected. Now, this cover system is going to need to be improved upon quite a lot, because I'm not going to be able to pick out 3 units and manually move them around like this, particularly as well. Like, this looks like it'll provide cover, and it will, but only from one direction. Like, that's silly. And very much so the Men of War style problem again. Like, a lot of these things don't provide cover in both directions because there were supposed to be enemies coming from this direction.
The enemy as fast as possible, use frag and gas grenades.
Well, there's still some bad guys up here, so we're all going to go up there and deal with them. The sound design is quite nice, though. I'll say that much. Let's see. Is there any cover around here? Oh, cutscene time first. Very well. Again, the environmentals are really, really good. I mean, this looks nice. You've got a little village in the forest. It's got a broken down mill as a center point. You can see these guys have much shorter battle weapons, little carbines instead of the full rifles of mine Ratten Reich lads. Let's see here. Come on. That is an interesting, interesting path. Oh, there we go, yes. They weren't quite stuck in the... Oh, is my... Ah. Well, they weren't stuck in there, but my camera is. There we go. Just had to double click over there. A real-time pause mode would be nice, so I could actually, you know, order them into cover. Like, this provides no cover, apparently. Nor does this here, but this does provide some cover. Occasionally. Let's try to heal him up. These guys are out of range. I'd like to see them have a bit more range, because it feels very, very short. We got those without need to use grenades. Good, 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 good. Shoot, please. Shoot. Shoot. There you go. Thank you very much. And him too. AI needs a bit of work too. It definitely needs a... Yeah. The game also does not have any sort of an attack move, which is another Men of War problem. So you've got to kind of ask them to attack the enemy. Now, luckily, they are able to fire on the move, which they don't in Men of War, which is nice. So you can kind of attack move them, at least a little bit more effectively. Oh, hand grenade. Let's try to not get shot by that. Luckily, the Free Mouse Republic soldiers are not a lot more intelligent than my guys are. So just crazily charging at them is absolutely effective. Let's see. Banzai! Well, I mean, it worked, so you can't really argue too loudly. But yeah, this has a long way to go. I'm not going to say anything different than that. I really like the idea of this game, and I am very impressed by how it looks as well. But this gameplay needs some serious work. An attack move would help a lot. A pause move, pauses would help a lot. A real-time control system, a la the Men of War system, would also help a lot. A bit of an inventory system would not be a bad idea either. As you can see, this guy right here is now running out of ammo. Now, unlike Men of War, you don't have specific ammo, so if I just loot here, you'll see that he'll actually pick up general issue ammunition, which is fine, honestly. In fact, I preferred it, because it means you don't have to mess around with all kinds of different forms of ammo to resupply your troops in the field. Like, these guys require this caliber, these other guys require these calibers, etc. This is fine. In fact, a just resupply button would be lovely. A button that just orders your guys to, okay, loot all the nearby corpses. That would be fantastic as well. Now, I know that there are bad people that are going to be coming from this direction at some point. Oh, the cover system is painful. There we go. Got to move him into cover individually. Okay. No, other side of the wall. There you go, thank you very much. And there comes the bad guys. Sound design, too, is pretty nice. Well, my dude got blasted out of cover. Well, I don't know if they were in cover. That's the problem. I hope they were in cover. I think they might have been in cover.
They were completely destroyed. Over. Move on. Aerial reconnaissance is reporting a grouping of enemy vehicles behind the village. After destroying the warehouse, the 27th had to capture important data. Deliver them at any cost. Over. Yes, Your Highness. Will be achieved at any cost.
At any cost. Yes, yes. The lives of rats are not worth particularly much. Unsurprisingly so. Heal up, little boys. Sometimes they'll heal up automatically, others, not so much. Oh, you full of health. You, however, are not. You can only have so many guys in a squad as well. No controller groups either at the moment, which is rather painful, particularly considering, again, that you need to put everybody in cover by themselves. Let's see here, as we move on towards our next objective. There will be vehicles in the game, obviously, but they're not implemented as of yet. Same kind of style. This big old tank, looks like.
We will be slowed down by the thicket and swamp.
Be careful and take advantage of the fact that you have the high ground. If the warehouse is still intact, destroy it as well as all the mice in garrison.
Yeah, and a little bit of verticality. See, In a tactical scenario like this, for example, okay, unit need more range so that you can actually set up effective overwatch. Because what you've got here is you've got the village, you have the element of surprise, and you've got the elevation. So what would be really awesome would be if I could order the troops to take up various positions in like the hilly lands here, like various points of cover up here, for example, or order them to get down into a prone position to attack. That too would be really, really great. No such control exists at the moment, which is unfortunate. You do have a little bit of cover, kind of, here. It's like there's cover for 2 people. Let's see if they'll be in range of anything if I put them up here. They will be. Good, good, good. So we very carefully place them out across the landscape. And when you get a little bit of a firefight like this going too, you can really see what they're going for. Oh. Apparently, I am being outranged. Most unfortunate. Are you still not done climbing? Hurry up! Let's deploy a gas grenade. Boom. Fortunately, the AI is not really intelligent enough to move out of the range of the gas grenades. Oh, but neither are mine. In this case, he decided to throw the hand grenade into the wall in front of him. Another very Men of War thing. Boom. That did absolutely nothing. Try again. Try again. There we are. Definitely a lot of wonk. Definitely a lot of wonk. No way to enter the buildings either, which is tragic, as I imagine this would make for an excellent firing position. I believe there's still a couple of mice up here too.
Take this position.
Take this position.
Melee! Stab. Okay, that was quite nice. I like that one. Just stabs straight down into his ankle. Kills him. Can I get this gun? Gun. 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 No. I am not allowed this weapon. Unfortunate. Heal these guys up, and I need to blow this thing up. So let's get another hand grenade out. Should do the trick. Lovely. You can definitely see what they're going for. Attack move would be nice, though. I hoped you would maybe come down the other route. And one. Got him. This is an interesting weapons design. An enormous little wheel on the side. Very well. Have we killed all of the enemies yet? Apparently not. Where are the remaining little mice hiding? An auto cover button would be neat as well. Get you into cover there. No, no, that spot was already claimed. There. Get you into cover there. And you two as well. God, I wish everything that looked like cover was actually cover. Cover? Cover? Cover?
Battle levels here. Garrison and warehouse destroyed. Also enemy vehicles with infantry support were seen in the distance. We're waiting for reinforcements.
Hold these positions.
Take this position!
It took a second for him to realize he was dead. What a happy little train, tank, thing. My poor rats will not survive this day. But that is fine, they are merely rats. Having a bit of a hard time figuring whether or not they're gonna fight here, apparently.
Take this position.
1, 2. All dead. Poor little rats. Alright, so that's the demo as it stands right now. As you can quite clearly see, it is very, very, very rough at the moment. Alpha, mind you, obviously. But I can see what they're going for here. I really can. I think the thing they need to work on, first and foremost, is either they need some sort of actual attack mode, so that the units don't just simply move forward and hopefully fire at the enemy, or you have to try and manually click order them to do so, which is dodgy, because sometimes they'll accept the order and fire, other times they will not. It's a bit of a problem. Or a pause mode would have been very, very nice. A pause mode where you can actually offer up specific instructions to actually get them into cover. The game also needs to be a lot more generous with what is and is not cover, so that you can actually see it on the map. Like, is this cover? If not, why not? Is it directional cover? Is it cover from that direction? And maybe some automated system where you can actually order the whole squad to simply seek the nearby cover. So you select the squad, you put a point on the map, and you're like, okay, find cover in this area, and then also make them stay in cover, as currently they also have a bit of an unfortunate habit of wandering back out of cover. Now, of course, if a hand grenade is being thrown at them at that point in time, then sure, you want to dodge, but most of the time you probably want to stay behind the solid stone wall whilst you're taking automatic rifle fire. There would also be very nice to have an actual inventory system, so that you can look at their weapons, look at their stats. A general increase in engagement range would be nice too, particularly with all of the great sound effects. I'd like some longer range, larger scale firefights, where you actually have to set up, bases of fire, try and suppress the enemy, outflank them, move in behind them, and use smoke grenades as well to get close and use hand grenades, use melee weapons, etc. These are things I do hope they'll be able to implement, though, and then also the inclusion of vehicles, too, nice lumbering World War I steam tank-looking bastards. Crew-served weaponry, perhaps, heavy weapons, mortars, maybe even some of the aircraft or call-in weapons, as we saw at the end of the demo, would be nice. The voice acting is going to need a little bit of tightening up, but I'm assuming right now they're just having the voice acting done in studio, nice and simple, so that should also be something that'll hopefully improve in quality. But for an early pre-alpha version, not bad, not bad. I see the problems, and I see a lot of them in the Men of War engine as well, but you can do a lot with that engine, and we're just going to have to wait and see how much they're able to pull off. The relatively recently released Ostfront, for example, also used the Men of War engines, and they did incredible things with that ancient-ass little engine. And I do hope that the developers behind this will be able to replicate those achievements, because I really like the style, I really like the aesthetics, and I really like the general look and feel of it too, like Ratten Reich, whatever it takes, at any cost, ridiculous missions. I hope they also have more of the Men of War style skirmish missions, because, you know, straight up missions a la this, where you have objectives, you go from A to B to C, that's cool and all, particularly if you can add in some interesting characters and voice acting, but I loved the skirmish missions from Assault Squad, for example, where you have to assault against massive enemy positions, piecemeal and partially, whilst you bring in your own reinforcements. You call in assault squads, you call in tanks, etc., to deal with the enemy's entrenched objectives. That would be really cool, especially again if you increase the engagement distance a little bit. But yeah, all in all, from an extraordinarily early look, promising, but a lot of work remains to be done. So if you're interested, I will leave all of the various links to their stuff down in the description below, and you can check it out. Until next time, I've been Arch, thank you all very much for watching, and I hope to see you all again soon. Till then, have a good day.